Hi there, I'm Joe Cox. I'm the development worker here at WG13, and this is our digital hub. This is where we can bring in members of the public to see a lot of our telecare equipment before it would get put in place. So can I start off by talking about some of our equipment? So the first thing we've got here is our community alarm. So what this is, a wee kind of box that would plug into somebody's phone line, and it would connect through to a 24-hour call centre. And somebody can get assistance kind of 24 hours a day just by kind of pressing a button. Somebody in the call centre will speak to the person through the unit and ascertain if they need any help and get assistance out if necessary. And the next wee thing we have is this wee pendant that kind of links into the unit. So this just acts like a remote button press. And kind of along the same lines as that, we have our fall detectors. So these can be kind of neck worn or wrist worn, and these kind of automatically pick up on falls. So if somebody has a kind of a fall during the day, then it would pick up on that. So it would pick up on the kind of velocity of them hitting the ground and automatically put a call through, which is quite useful for if somebody's going to maybe render themselves unconscious through a fall, or if they kind of lack the strength to press the button, they've got that kind of automatic response. We've got kind of a lot of different wee kind of versions of the kind of buttons as well, things with like easy press, wee kind of covers, and these kind of watch strap style ones. So that's if somebody really doesn't want to use a kind of pendant, and we've got kind of these versions as well. And as an alternative to the community alarm, we have these carers pagers as well. So if somebody has kind of 24-hour care, or if they have family members in the same house kind of willing to respond to any of the equipment, all they need to do is kind of press a button and it would put a wee alert through to this unit. So I can show you that in action. So if you kind of press the button, say even in another room, it still put a wee alert through this, and it would tell the person what it is that's going on, and they can respond appropriately. So this kind of links into a lot of our kind of bed sensors, which I'll just kind of show you over here. And the first one that we'd usually get kind of linked into that would be the kind of wavy one here. That's the epilepsy bed mat. So that would pick up on things like tonic-clonic seizures. So it'd pick up on that kind of shaking movement during the night. And we can get that put through to a community alarm or through to a carers pager. The next wee thing we've got is this kind of silvery one, is the enuresis mat. That picks up on moisture, and that usually kind of gets put through to a carers pager so that somebody in, say, another room can come through and can help them. This is helpful if somebody has kind of incontinence issues during the night, meaning that they're not sitting uncomfortable all night, they can get cleaned up quickly. So the other two kind of sensors we've got on the beds are our bed occupancy sensors, and they pick up if somebody's actually in the bed and could put a wee call through if they get out of bed. But what we usually do with that is put a wee delay on it, something like half an hour, give somebody a chance to get up, go to the toilet, get a drink of water, whatever it is they're doing. If they're not back into bed by that time, it could be that they've had a fall, and we can get help out if they need it. These kind of bed sensors are quite smart in that they can also link to lamp modules, which means that if somebody gets up during the night, it can turn a light on and can illuminate a room, especially if there's a lot of kind of trip hazards like rugs and things like that. This wee unit is a sensory impairment smoke detector. So that's quite good for if somebody maybe doesn't hear a smoke detector, if they've got significant hearing loss. And the wee bit here will kind of pulse with quite a strong strobe light, so that they're kind of bound to see it. And it links in as well to this wee thing under the pillow. So this is a kind of vibrating alert, again kind of linked into that, so that it would maybe wake somebody if it's kind of sitting underneath their pillow. Probably wondering why there's a front door behind me. So what we've got on this is a property exit sensor, and that's usually used for people with quite significant kind of dementia or learning disabilities. If they're at risk outside, it just means that kind of help can get him out quite quickly if somebody leaves the house. If the kind of door contacts aren't in contact anymore, it kind of sends a wee signal through to the PIR sensor up there, and that would kind of search for the person. So it could be that they're maybe just letting the cat out, or they're answering the door. That would see that they're still there and it wouldn't put a call through. We've also got the door for kind of other reasons as well, like our kind of door entry systems. So for this wee kind of intercom system that links out to this wee doorbell, I'll show you. So it links onto a doorbell, and that has a camera. You can see me. So somebody can come over and kind of see who it is that's at the door, speak to them if need be, or let them in, which is quite good for kind of cases like bogus callers and things like that. Also good for if somebody doesn't really have the mobility to get up and answer the door. You can have something like this kind of fitted in the living room. Again, kind of remotely open it. Then we've got our kind of keyless entry system as well. That is just a kind of keypad entry. So you don't need to use a key, you just need to know the code. Which is quite good as well for if any carers are responding to alerts for any of the equipment. It means that they just need to know the codes. They don't need to carry keys or use the key safes. They can just put the number in and open the door, and it saves they having to force entry in an emergency situation. So some of our other kind of things that we have is the medication dispenser and reminder system. So what you do with this is fill up your pills, and it can take up to 28 doses or up to 28 days depending on how many doses a day. So again, you fill that up, you set the times on it, and when it becomes time to take your medication, the wee carousel will spin round. The actual unit will start beeping and flashing quite loudly. And to actually turn that off and to take your medication, you turn it upside down and the pills just fall out. So what we usually do with that is put a wee delay on it, which gives a person the chance to take their medication. Because if they don't take it immediately, it'll still kind of chirp away, but usually after half an hour, it could put a wee call through to say that the person hasn't taken their medication. And sometimes somebody just needs a wee prompt or kind of reminder. And our next thing is our buddy GPS system. So the person would kind of take this out and about with them, and it would link to a website that's got a kind of overlay like Google Maps, and kind of family members or carers can kind of log on to it and see where the person is if they're kind of at risk outside. And it also has a wee kind of panic alert button as well, so that the person, if they're outside and they maybe have a fall or if they get scared, they can press the button and the call centre will kind of put a call through to their emergency contacts. We can use as well with this like geofencing, so we can put one what's called safe zones. So if a person's kind of safe, say in the town, we'd put a big kind of circle around the town, and if they go out with that, then it'd put a wee call through. We've also got quite kind of smart things in it like speed sensors. So if the person goes above 30 mile an hour, it means that they've probably jumped on a bus or a train and they're away, so that kind of family members or carers could respond to that quite quickly. So I'll take you over to the kitchen and show some of our environmental sensors. So the first thing we've got here is our linked smoke detector. What that does is if it detects smoke, it would automatically put a call through the unit. So this could be quite good if somebody's maybe unable to call the fire service. It would kind of get them out straight away if need be. And along the same kind of lines, we have the carbon monoxide detectors. So this would kind of do the same thing, but we can get emergency gas services out if it kind of picks up on carbon monoxide. And the same kind of thing with the natural gas detectors. So this kind of one as well has a shut-off valve for kind of like gas going to an oven. So if it detects a kind of large build-up of gas, it can shut off the gas supply and get emergency services out. And we've got our kind of heat sensors as well, our temperature extreme sensors. And this could be if somebody's maybe left an oven on or something like that, it could pick up that build-up of heat, again put a call through. And it would also work on the kind of opposite end of the scale. If, say, a room is too cold, it could put a wee call through. We usually get something like that in a living room. So if somebody's maybe not feeling the cold, then we could get a wee call through, get somebody out to kind of put the heating on or something like that. And our final wee bit of equipment is on the ground. We have the flood detector. So that picks up on if somebody's kind of maybe left a tap running and a sink's overflowed, and it kind of pick up on that water that was on the ground. So that's all the kind of equipment we have here in terms of telecare. And if anybody was wanting to kind of find out more, we're always willing to have people up for our kind of public drop-in sessions and just kind of find out more about it or how to access any of the services.
To improve fire safety within the home, linked fire detection within a property, backed up by a Scottish Fire and Rescue Service home fire safety visit, ensures our most vulnerable residents are afforded added protection. This joint approach to home fire safety visits will ensure that our personnel are deployed in a targeted manner. Home fire safety visits are easy to arrange. Partner agencies and members of the public can get in touch in the following ways. Text FIRE to 80800 from your mobile phone, complete our online form, or call 0800 0731 999.